We're just 6 days away from the 150th Kentucky Derby. Churchill Downs will once again play host to one of America's most historic races and the first leg of the Triple Crown. The last 2 Kentucky Derbies have seen tremendous underdogs walk away with victories. However, the previous 8 were all won by favorites or near frontrunners. Perhaps we could see a return to that trend this year. After all, this year's favorite, Fierceness, 5-2 morning line odds, is a bigger favorite than either of the previous 2 race favorites, Tapit Trice/Angel of Empire, 2023, 9-2, and Epicenter, 2022, 4-1. Here are the latest odds and predictions for this year's Run for the Roses. Leaning on esteemed horse racing expert Jody Demling, the CBS Sports staff notes Demling is high on Resilience, even though he's a 20-1 long shot. He's a target for anyone looking for a huge payday. The 3-year-old colt is familiar with Churchill Downs after racing there twice in 2023. He more recently won at Gulfstream Park in January and the Aqueduct in March, so he is bringing plenty of momentum into the Kentucky Derby 2024. Resilience is trained by William Mott, who brings his own experience at Churchill Downs to the table. The 4-time Eclipse Award winner is the winningest trainer at the historic track, including a 2019 Kentucky Derby win with Country House. Covers, Sierra Leone to win. Robert Crisculler writes, Sierra Leone, 3-1 odds, just missed the win in the Remsen Stakes, getting out-bobbed by Dornoch, who had the benefit of racing on the inside that day at Aqueduct. Laid up until the Risen Star Stakes on February 17, the Chad Brown trainee made good on the promise he showed in his debut victory by winning the first 50-point Kentucky Derby prep convincingly. He then aced a loaded edition of the Bluegrass Stakes in his final prep for the Run for the Roses. Crisculler added that while Fierceness' victory at the Florida Derby was outstanding, it wasn't as impressive as Sierra Leone's win at the first Kentucky Derby prep. Sporting News, Catching Freedom is a good value pick. Sloan Peaver writes, Catching Freedom turned heads at the Louisiana Derby in late March. After trailing frontrunner Track Phantom by 7.5 lengths at one point and 2.5 lengths back at the 8th pole, Catching Freedom charged up the middle for an incredible last-to-first comeback win in the 1 3/16 mile race. That unbelievable finish in the longest Kentucky Derby prep race isn't the only reason to like Catching Freedom. The colt also won his career debut at Churchill Downs by 3.75 lengths in October 2023, and trainer Brad Cox won the 2021 Kentucky Derby with Mandaloun. Catching Freedom has 3 wins in 5 career starts. We occasionally recommend interesting products and services. If you make a purchase by clicking one of the links, we may earn an affiliate fee. USA Today Network newsrooms operate independently, and this doesn't influence our coverage.